Being from Germany, beer country, we have a stereotype. Americans make good deep fried food, good pizza, but they suck at making beer. They're no good. This is a really good beer. Like if this would sell in Europe, it would sell well, and it would eliminate the stereotype we have.
We like quality, we like consistency, and
we brew beers we like.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's an important thing, is to love the beer you brew.
Yeah, I think North Carolina has a huge brewing sense of community. I mean, I think all of us are in it for, producing the best product that we possibly can.
I just think it's a great scene, honestly. I came down here by mistake. I was unhappy with where I was up in DC, and everybody took me in with open arms when I got down here, and I found out how cool of a scene it is, and people are passionate about what they do. They're trying to make the best beer they can. I have a degree in political science, which I guess drove me to drink. And I got out of college and I was taking a year off waiting tables. I was thinking about maybe going to law school or grad school, and I was waiting tables at a brew pub. I always liked really good beer, and I didn't necessarily like waiting tables. So the brewer had an opening for a keg cleaner, and hopped over with him for $8 an hour, started cleaning kegs, and thought it was going to be temporary, but fell in love with it and stuck with it, and 11 years later, here I am. I was brewing up in DC for about 3 years and was sick of traffic, and decided making beer by the beach would be a little bit better.
I used to be an academic philosophy instructor. That was my career before I became a professional brewer. And then in 1998, I had been homebrewing since '87. In '98, decided that I thought pursuing a career as a professional brewer would be fun, maybe more fun than being a teacher. Got a job at a little brew pub in Cincinnati, Ohio. After that, I worked at a brewery in Louisville, Kentucky. Then moved to a brewery here in North Carolina until 2004, when I felt like I had enough experience that it made sense to ask the bank to lend me money so I could start my own thing, and that's how I got where I am today.
I'm Trent Mooring, and I'm the son-in-law. I'm a co-founder.
All right, I'm Stephen Hill, and co-founder. I'm the father-in-law. I used to work for Congress many moons ago, and that was right after Congress allowed you to homebrew. It used to be illegal to homebrew, believe it or not, just like it is right now to make liquor at home. It was illegal, so in in the early 80s, they changed the law, and all these home brew shops popped up. So I started home brewing quite a bit. Then I got married, moved back to North Carolina, and raised a family, so that kind of waned. And then enters a boyfriend.
Who likes to drink beer? And it's really cool to be able to have a business and be able to, design your label art and kind of build a brand around your lifestyle and personality, which kind of led us into revitalizing downtown, which then we started getting into. We built the brewery, really eco-friendly, which became us being LEED certified. We're the first gold LEED certified brewery in the country.
We started at a place across the street called the Red Room, which is a music venue, and we've remodeled the building down the street for 2 new restaurants. We have a beer called Old Neighborhood, and you can see the painting right there. That's the way we would like for it to look, but it looks nothing like that yet. And so that's one of our next goals, is to revitalize the neighborhood.
Sneaking out of bedroom windows after midnight, we take a car and put it on the turnpike. Gonna get gone,
I think the fact that we're in rural eastern North Carolina makes us a little different. You know, it's easier to become part of the community, and we've been lucky, and I feel that the town of Farmville has welcomed us. You know, we're in a sleepy little town, and especially now that we have this tasting room and lots of the locals in this sleepy little town come and visit us. That's sort of fun. Connects us here. I think people recognize that we're contributing to the, you know, employment and tax base and et cetera, in Farmville. We've been fortunate that we've had recognition, you know, both from people buying the beer, but also from people judging the beer nicely.
I mean, it was just a lot of planning. We were really fortunate enough to bring Josh, our head brewer, on. He knew a lot about how the flow of the operation should go, which I think is extremely important in building a brewery. I think if Steven and I would have sat down and said, let's start a brewery and then hire a head brewer after it's built, I don't think it would have been, the flow would never be like it is today.
To me, it's all about education and just educating, you know, the customer out there on this is what this tastes like, this is what this style tastes like, and the more breweries you have, I think it's better for everybody. But I think North Carolina has a huge brewing sense of community. I mean, I think all of us are in it for, you know, producing the best product that we possibly can, and that's not just North Carolina. I think that's just craft brewing in general. Everybody's, you know, out for the same goal, and that's to, you know, sell a quality product, and we have a lot of breweries in North Carolina that are doing it.
I think North Carolina is great. It's a beer-friendly state for the most part. We can self-distribute if we want. The taxes aren't too bad, and I've been making more beer continuously every year since I got here. I think my first year here, we made about 700 barrels of beer a year, and now we're up to 1,300 barrels a year. So it hasn't slowed down for me one bit. I think the more breweries, the better, because it helps everybody out. I think everybody's just doing a good job, and it seems like the beer just keeps getting better and better because everybody has to get better. You can't get away with making crappy beer these days. You'll go out of business pretty quick. And I'm good friends with Paul and Josh over at Mother Earth and Paul at Duck Rabbit, so I don't really look at them as competition. They've been in our market since I've got here, and I don't think they're taking anything away from us, nor do I think we're taking anything away from them. If, you know, people are in Wilmington, they might want to come in here and drink a fresh pint rather than buy a six-pack of Duck Rabbit when they could get it if they live up that way.
One of the things that I love best about this industry is there's a sort of collegial atmosphere. People are willing to help each other. You know, I'm on the inside, so maybe this doesn't sound quite right, but it attracts good people. There's a lot of good people in our industry. You know, they're people that I want to hang out with. So, of course, there's competition, but it's a very friendly competition, and it's the kind of competition where we all want each other to succeed. Partly because we all started as beer lovers.
That answers it right there.
Yeah. It's just a fun industry. I mean, it's awesome. It's all of us together fighting against the man.
I prefer to do this. I'm keeping something on a local level. I'm helping out in the local economy. I'm seeing the people directly that I'm serving, you know, with my product, and I'm all about that. You know, help out the local economy, and then everything's going to be better.
I have a job that I love. I can't wait to come to work every day. I think we've built something that can last and can grow and can kind of sustain itself.
But really, for us, this is not a job. It's like a lifestyle. It's just a great place to come to work every day.
It's a really good bunch of people. We're making beer. We're not changing the world. Well, maybe we are, but you know, we're just having a lot of fun with it.